So often as guitarists, we compare ourselves to other guitarists. We see guitarists who can do things that we can't do, and we get jealous, and a lot of times we even want to quit. Or we try so hard to sound like our guitar idols. We buy all the gear that they have, we learn all their songs, we learn all their licks, but we still fall short. We don't sound like them, and it's really frustrating. At best, we usually just sound like a bad imitation. In this video, I want to talk about why it's not even possible to sound like any other guitarist, and why that's a good thing. First off, I'm going to start with a passage from Austin Kleon's book, Steal Like an Artist. It's a great book if you're a musician, an artist, or anyone who creates, so I highly recommend to read it. It's a really short and easy read too, so you're not going to spend a month reading it. You can probably read it in a day. So here's the passage. A wonderful flaw about human beings is that we're incapable of making perfect copies. Our failure to copy our heroes is where we discover where our own thing lives. That is how we evolve. So, copy your heroes, examine where you fall short, what's in there that makes you different. That's what you should amplify and transform into your own work. I think Austin Kleon said it perfect in that passage. No matter how hard we try to imitate another guitarist, we're not going to sound like them. Nothing about two people is the same. We have different upbringings in different time periods, in different cultures, different parents or guardians, different life experiences, different anatomies, different emotional makeups, different personalities. But that's a good thing. That means we can find our own unique voice. We can steal from others, we can steal from our guitar idols or other guitarists that we respect or respect parts of what they do and inject our own stuff into it and come up with something unique. A great example of this is the amazing guitarist John Schofield. I heard that he said he found his style by copying other people's styles and getting them wrong. And John Schofield has one of the most unique voices on guitars ever. You can always tell when it's John Schofield. There's also a really good short clip on Troy Grady's YouTube channel where he's interviewing Mike Stern, and Mike Stern basically says the exact same thing. I'll put a link in the description if you want to watch the whole video, but here's something he says in that video.
Sometimes people's styles and their voice is defined in as much by what you can't do as what you can do.
So that's basically saying the exact same thing that John Schofield said about himself. But here's an example of this in my own playing. I'm not naturally a technical player or a fast player. Those are things that just don't come natural to me. But because of that, I've kind of adapted a lot of ways and try to play different rhythms and different things to make stuff sound interesting when I can't play it exactly right. That doesn't mean I don't try to push myself and get better, but I know what my weaknesses are and I know what my strengths are, and I try to exploit that. For example, if there's a fast lick or a fast sequence that I want to play, but I can't play it as fast or with the same rhythm as someone else is playing it. For example, if it's a fast 30-second note rhythm, or even if it's 16th note rhythm played at a fast tempo, if I can't play it at that speed, I just change up the rhythm and use different note values to try to make it interesting and try to make it my own. And really, I like that better anyway because I don't like a lot of just fast runs. Those aren't what appeal to me. And that's just one example. This can apply to anything on guitar. This could apply to learning songs or anything. So love and embrace your weaknesses and your limitations and even exploit them. They may be exactly what make you unique. So that's why you should love your weaknesses. Let me know in the comments any weaknesses that you have that you may be able to exploit and use that to create your own unique voice. And also be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and keep moving forward.